glory to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth through the Spirit. And we want to give a special peace and blessings and salutations to the elect. All right, we out here another week to teach the word of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai. All right. We out here to let you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans know that you need to repent and that you are the children of Israel according to the scriptures. All right? And America's going to be destroyed by the way of thermonuclear fire. All right? Thus saith the Bible. Okay? You can find that in many different books. All right? And also different parts of the world is going to be destroyed by the way of thermonuclear fire because World War III is going to take place and it's going to be fought with nuclear missiles. Okay? ICBMs. With multiple warheads. All right, so in these latter times your focus should be repentance. All right, but a lot of our people are still in a folly state of mind, and really they're not thinking about repentance, you know. So we get right into it. Go ahead.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 64, verse 1. Hear my voice, O Yahweh, in my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy.
Yeah, from the fear of the enemy, because what? The enemy is getting ready to come in like a flood. You know, like it says in the book of Isaiah. Now, the majority of our people, they don't realize that. They don't realize the enemy is about to come in like a flood. All right, go ahead.
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
Yeah, one thing you got to understand is there's a such thing as a particular nation on the planet that's known as the wicked. And right now they're orchestrating all types of different things behind closed doors to bring in this new world order. All right? Their goal is not to help you, man. All right? Go ahead.
Who with their tongues like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
Yeah, even bitter words. You know, go ahead.
That they may shoot in the secret at the perfect, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
Yeah, the perfect is you Israelites. You know, and they shooting at you now by the way of trying to they still trying to get Jake to take this jab, man. You know, they still trying to get you to take it. Here it is. You make up this is what they say. You make up around 13% of America's population, and they saying they want to give it to you first. That don't make sense.
I was thinking that because I was like, oh, if we the minority, even though we really not the minority,
right?
But if we is the minority,
you should give it. You should give it to the majority.
Yeah, if all you Edomites take the jab, then we should be straight.
Right, exactly.
If we only need 70%.
Right. Yeah, because they supposedly make up most of the population, right? So they should be getting it first, but they really want to kill you off. That's the whole goal. See, that's basically, you should think that's common sense. But wait a minute, you want Jake to get it first, but we supposed to be the minority. So why would you want us to take it first? Even though we know that Israel is the sand of the sea, and we really not the minority. But if you're going by Esau's logic, you know they should take it first. Go ahead.
And it's crazy. Biden literally comes out of his mouth and says Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Yeah, because our voices have reached the ends of the earth. And that omen that happened the past couple of days where he fell up those steps, you know, that was deep, man. You don't. That's something you don't see. You don't see a president fall up the steps going up Air Force One.
That was the spirit.
And the number 3 is a special number. 3 has a meaning behind it, and he stumbled up them steps 3 times.
And it's a meme on the internet now. Everybody knows about it. Even the media can't cover it up, man.
Babylon is falling.
They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commute of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them?
Yeah, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. Everything that they do has an evil purpose to it, and they believe that no one sees them doing it. But the scriptures say what? The eyes of the Lord are 10 times brighter than the sun. There's nothing Edom is doing that the Lord is not seeing. And the Lord is allowing us to see it, and then we come out here and we expose this devil.
And he's getting all these celebrities. That's his main engine, because he knows that you Jakes, especially young Jakes, you idolize a lot of these celebrities. Like they were talking about making a lot of the NBA players take the jab publicly in a couple months from now.
And that's the key word, idolize. They say this guy is my idol. You're not supposed to idolize none of these people in society, because you putting them up there with the Most High. All right, that's called basically you worshiping somebody else. Go ahead.
It say they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search.
Right, because Esau, he checks out everything. You know, he'll go dig into the earth. He'll dig up certain relics. Like there was a something that just happened. I don't know if it just happened, but over there in the land of Israel, they found something. They found the names of like things written in Greek, but when they found the name of the Lord, it was written in ancient Hebrew. Everything else was Greek, but the name of the Lord was in Hebrew. So that proves that what? The name of the Lord is in the earth.
That's right.
Go ahead.
That's right.
Both the inward thought of every one of them and mind is deep, but the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Certainly they shall be wounded.
Yeah, so, and that's getting ready to happen, because that's one thing we can't forget about is war in the earth. You know, war is being stirred up, and when Sleepy Joe got elected, what did he do? He promised peace, and all you Jakes fell for it, man. And to prove that Jake is a hypocritical people is you don't see any Jakes talking about politics now. Now that the whole election thing is over, ain't no Jakes talking about politics.
Hey, I was at work. I work with mad women and shit, and they was like talking about the Cuomo thing, because when Trump was president, they was like, oh, we gotta get him out because grabbing bitches by the pussy and all that crazy shit. And now with what's the name caught this scandal, Cuomo caught the scandal with the women. They're like, oh, leave him alone.
Right.
Oh, leave him alone. That's what they always saying. Oh,
That's
they should just leave them alone.
That's hypocritical.
Hey, he's on video asking that woman to eat the whole sausage, man. It's on video.
Wow. Yeah, but they condemn their own people like R. Kelly and Bill Cosby and shit like that. But oh, leave him alone.
See, Jake, when they was trying to get DJ out of office, them niggas had voting campaigns and all of that, man. But now that Biden is in there, you know, that shows you that they really not about the so-called political system. They just do it because it's it's a hot topic, you know. Go ahead. Somebody get Psalms 58.
So shall they make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
And that's happening as well. They expose themselves, man. That's what Esau does. Or you'll have insiders, all right, that's exposing them, his own people. Like these different alternative media news stations, the ones that give you the real news, you know, they make their tongue to fall upon themselves. Go ahead.
All that see them shall flee away, and all men shall fear and shall declare the work of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, for they shall wisely consider of his doing.
Yeah, and the Lord is doing a marvelous work in the land right now. You know, he's exposing this man on all levels. He's exposing this man on all levels. And it's starting with the prophets, the mouthpiece of the Lord, because without us out here on the highways and the byways, all right, because this place is right now is spiritually falling, right? But pretty soon, even if you look at it on the physical level, it's falling on the physical level. They pumping all this money into the system, all right, giving you stimmies every couple months. That's going to inflate the dollar, you know. And this digital money is really what's popping right now, because Esau wants to switch everything over to a digital system. A lot of people are investing in what? Digital currency, digital money. Because the whole system eventually is going to be like that. Just like back in the day when you had little paper booklets of food stamps, you had the brown ones, the green ones, right? Now Esau give your ass a card, man. Ain't no more booklets and food stamps. He switched that whole system over to being digital.
Well, hey, if I could say something on that, most of them stimulus checks came out when? Wednesday, right? And Wednesday was the biggest trading day for crypto, man. They were all up. They were all up, every single one of them.
Yep. And most of the stimulus money, Slocky, was given out digitally. Some people will still get them in the mail, but the majority of them, they give them to you through the bank account.
Direct deposit.
Yeah.
Hey, it was crazy. I remember when they started doing the food stamps on the card, it was like a certain deadline you had to spend all them paper booklets, or you couldn't even use them.
Or you couldn't use them, yeah.
And like
I
in
remember that. I gotta use all these stamps.
yeah, and these train stations, they built in new machines to buy your train ticket, and they don't got no place to put in coins
Cash.
or cash.
And yesterday,
It's all tap to pay.
And yesterday, I actually went to a store that used to have a cashier, and I realized wasn't no more cashiers. It was just a bunch of self-checkout things. It was at Five Below.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I seen that too.
Yeah.
I went in there.
And I was like, hold on, damn, ain't no more regular cashier.
Yeah, Walmart's doing that in a lot of states where they raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour.
Yep. Digital currency.
All self-checkout.
Start at the second verse.
This is Psalms chapter 58, verse 2. O ye speak righteousness, O generation. Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? Ye in heart, ye work wickedness.
Yea, in heart.
Yea, in heart, ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth.
Yeah, and that's what they do. They weigh their violence of their hands in the earth. Everywhere you look is the vibration of Esau Edom. You know? And everything is if you look at Jake is tainted, man. They all the way fucked up. They in the lowest state that they can be. They walk by, they look fucking goofy, like zombies. They don't know what's going on. Now imagine being in that state of mind. You know, and that's because Esau has laid the foundation for our people to just wander after the beast. You know, just you just a nigga in America, man, just walking around. I would hate to be in that state, man.
Dry bone
Buying
state.
seafood boils.
Yeah,
And shit.
you eating crab legs with gloves on, thinking you eating a delicacy. That's because Esau told you that it was a delicacy.
And our people not even realizing this is the true time of grace.
Yep.
Our people like, oh, I'm in the grace, I'm in the grace. This is really the true time of grace right now. This is that time period that you should be putting to use to please the Heavenly Father and the Son and prepare your mind and soul. And
Before
humble yourself.
the destruction comes. This is literally the days of Noah all over. Go ahead.
Verse 2. Yeah.
Verse 3.
Verse 3. The wicked are esteemed from the womb,
Strange.
estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Go ahead.
The poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf otter.
Yeah, the poison is like the poison of a serpent. You know, and what's the poison of a serpent could kill you. You know, so you got to be careful the way you walk in this society because it's literally traps everywhere. You know, it's traps everywhere, man. It's enchantments everywhere. They got it set up to where basically Esau has this society set up to where it's meant for you to go off. He's not going to acknowledge that it's the Sabbath. You don't got to come in today. You don't got to work. He don't got it set up like that. If you go in and tell Esau it's the Sabbath, I ain't coming to work. He'll say, okay, the next day you either going to get it right up, you might get a verbal, or you going to get fired.
Because I was just telling this girl, because she was talking, she was like, she was saying how she celebrates the Sabbath Friday, Saturday, and I was like, well, this month, you're kind of right, and wrong at the same time. Because it is Friday, Saturday,
Right.
but I was saying, like, everything, like when you read in Judith, it say, they only can prevail over us if we going off. So that could be the reason why they changed the calendar so the Sabbaths keep moving and shit. So
Yeah,
It's a
because
stumbling block.
some days we can keep it, Like if
It's easy, like on
yeah.
the weekend or something like
Yeah,
that.
some days because it might fall on your days off, so you can keep it, you know. But if technically, if we got to go to work, then we breaking the Sabbath. That's why the Lord said He's not gonna judge us off keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, even though we still have to keep them. But
To the best of our
we
ability.
we technically we breaking the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Every day you got mixed
Mixed
fabrics.
fabrics, yeah.
Like it's,
So the law really condemns the shit out of you in this society, man. You read the law, you feel condemned in this society. Now in the kingdom, we're gonna fully keep everything in its proper order.
right now we're just rehearsing righteous acts.
Yeah, and to rehearsing the righteous acts and practicing and following the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your capability is you showing true love towards the Heavenly Father and His Son, because that's what true love is to follow His laws, statutes, and commandments.
Like the Passovers, we ain't gonna go out and slaughter an unblemished lamb. What we gonna do? Jump over? We don't even know if there's any sheep up where we live at, you know? So what do? We go to the store, we buy it, you know, we prepare it, we try our best, and the Lord will acknowledge that. But Esau has it set, like I said, this society has it set up to where you really can't do nothing perfectly, man.
Yes, I mean, imagine them brothers that live in them cities, man. It's almost impossible to find a lamb. You know, maybe if you live out in the country somewhere, you know.
it might give you a hate crime against animals
Right.
if they catch you doing that though.
Esau will
If
do
you
that.
A Jake.
But then that shows you that he's a hypocrite, because remember that thing on Valentine's Day when that lady slaughtered the giraffe just for the heart?
Yeah, just for the heart, yeah.
And then she posed with it. I think she gave it to her husband.
That's ridiculous.
Killed a beautiful giraffe just for the heart to celebrate what? Fucking Valentine's Day, man. But Edomites can do that though, you know. And but you know they'll say that they love animals. He's a hypocritical nation. You had something? Just read that.
He says he loves animals, but he's the one cutting down all the trees with it, you know, in the forest where they live at,
Yep.
and polluting all the waters.
Yep. Go ahead.
The Psalms chapter 10, verse 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth.
Yeah, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. And right now, Esau Edom is in his most proud moment. Even though he's getting ready to fall, he's in his most proud state. Because his goal is to what? Fulfill his New World Order. So he's dripping with pride right now. He believes that he's getting ready to establish that. And you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are not in the plans for the future. All right, go ahead.
The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after Yahweh.
Right. He believes that he is the Most High. Okay? And if he was seeking after the Lord, then there wouldn't be all this freakism going on, man. Go ahead.
Yahweh is not in all his thoughts.
Right, the Most High is not in all his thoughts, because if it was the Lord's, you know, if it was up to the Lord, which it is up to the Lord, but in Esau's mind, all right, there would be, like we said, there would be a day for you to rest on the Sabbath. There wouldn't be all these alphabet people with rights, okay? The water wouldn't be tainted. The food wouldn't be tainted. They wouldn't want to give you a lab-made meat. See, he's not thinking about the Lord. He's thinking about his own wicked ways, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, Esau Edom could not make it. He could not receive salvation. The Lord is not in his thoughts at all.
Right.
His ways are grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight.
Yeah, his ways are grievous, man. You know, everything that he has set up is wicked. Go ahead.
As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them.
And you can't tell me that's what he don't do that, man. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. The scriptures speak about him being like an eagle, right? As bold as the eagle. And the eagle is what? The highest flying bird. You know? That's the Lord's favorite bird, man.
That's right, a dove. Yeah. It's a spirit.
That's why when we come out here, they always, you know,
Spiritual.
they always, yeah, that's spiritual.
Hey, man,
Because a pigeon that's just a dove, man. That's all it is.
I could add something on that. I was reading up on, you know, different neurotransmitters and shit. I seen some graphic on it. You know, there's like 4 different types of neurotransmitters. There's dopamine and serotonin, and then there's like 2 others. There's one that begins with an L, and the other one, and the one that begins with an L only goes off, or your body only creates it when you interact with animals, like playing with a dog, being around, birds and horses and cows and stuff.
And it's spiritual because the Lord, when we back in our full power, the Lord is going to give us control and dominion over that, like Adam.
That's right.
And like Noah too. Because how do you think Noah was able to call the animals into the ark? You know?
Yeah, he was on the ark with all types of vicious beasts.
Yep.
He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity.
Yeah, that's Psalms 49:11. His inward thoughts is that his houses shall continue forever. They said they want to build all of these things for the future. They talking about, what was it, Super Bowl 2026 or something, 2027. I forgot what they said. But it was something about the Super Bowl, and they was mentioning it in 2026 and 2027. I forgot exactly what it was, but they got plans for that.
Yeah, what they say is gonna be on ESPN.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Something as
It
simple
was
as
on
that.
ESPN.
Our new TV deal in 2026 and 2027 the Super Bowl is gonna be on ESPN.
You're gonna have to pay to watch Super Bowl.
Lord willing, this society is long gone, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud.
And he uses, and his mouthpiece is really that media. The media, man, that's his middleman. That's what he uses to deceive people. That's why when people see you, what they do? Because they've been deceived. Especially an Edomite. He see a Jake, he puts his mask on because their media has been pumping to you that Jake has it more than anybody else. First it was from the Moabites. Now you the face of it.
And
So now when Esau sees you, he covers up his face.
And the media talks about masks, because it's theater, man. It's a control mechanism. They don't ever talk about how if you take vitamin D, it cuts the rate of infection by 50%.
And that's a sign of control, by the way. When they watching, when they looking into the world or whatever, and they see billions of people wearing masks, that's a symbolism of we got this place on lock. Look at these people. Look at these dummies.
Yeah, there's all kinds of teas out there on the internet that you could drink if you have corona, and it kills it in like 2 days.
Yeah, David D, he not wearing a blue medical mask, man. He ain't walking around wearing a mask. All right, the Rothschilds, they're not wearing masks. The different elite families, even these billionaires, man, they not wearing no fucking mask, man.
As soon as the camera goes off, they take that shit out. The politicians.
So his media is his mouthpiece. Salaki, go ahead.
Under his tongue is mischief and vanity.
Yep.
He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent.
Yeah, that's man, in the secret places doth he murder the innocent. And he's got a lot of different secret societies. You have these different missing children. What do you think happening to those kids, man? He's got these
Migrant kids.
pedo rings,
Latino kids.
right? They're getting murdered, slaughtered, put in sex trafficking rings. You go to and when you go to places like Walmart or Sam's Club, they'll have a wall of missing children, and 80% of those children are always Jake's, all the time. And it kind of reminds you of that movie Get Out, when he was trying to take his eyes and shit. See, Esau is really a freak like that, man.
Well, hey, when you got into the Pizzagate emails, right, that were leaked some years back, they had different terminology for the different races of children, man. The white girls and the white boys were called what? Hot dogs and cheese pizza.
Yeah, those code words.
And the black girls and black boys were called walnuts and walnut sauce. God damn, man.
And you gotta people might hear this and think, oh, that's wild, but it's freaky like that, man.
And they just snatched Jacob before they snatched up the heathens.
They got him in there?
Yeah, they just snatched him up. But they got the drunk ass heathen and the other Moabite on the sideline. But the first person they grabbed was Jake.
Well, that's good for Jake because what he just walked past the camp, right?
Yeah.
So this could potentially would have saved his life.
Yeah, that was judgment.
So you getting what you deserve.
Yeah.
Enemy swallowing you up. Go ahead.
His eyes.
And when he go to jail, he might think I should have stopped and inquired. But a nigga, he still won't even think that way.
His eyes are privily set against the poor.
See? Just like that. Right? His eyes are privily set against the poor. On the side of the car, it'll say protect and serve, but that's not really what these police do, man.
You see, look, they got the Moabites still walking, but they got Jake.
Go ahead.
He lied in wait, secretly as a lion in his den.
And it goes all the way back to the womb, right? Jacob and Esau, it goes all the way back because Esau will constantly have that perpetual hatred towards you. All right? No matter how many times you try to fight for equality, you'll never be equal to him in his kingdom. Go ahead.
He lied in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draws him into his net.
Yep, into his net. Because there's all types of snares and traps set for you, as we said, in this society.
And money is also a net as well.
Yep.
Because actually on a dollar bill, there's a web/net. And what's the best way to catch Jacob? Money.
Money, because you kill each other over money.
Well, hey, we were talking about the election earlier, right? During the election, what was it? Black Lives Matter gave Joe Biden's campaign almost $400 million, man. But he didn't even invite him to the seat. He didn't even invite him to the table when he got elected.
Yeah. You got Jake out here pulling guns out on their BMs over tax money, over stimulus. That situation that happened in Indianapolis, a Israelite killed children.
Oh yeah,
over stimulus and tax money. That
whole family.
set up the poor. He croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones.
He crouch and humbleth himself, because he'll act like, you know, he's your friend for a minute. That's a serpent, you know, peace and safety. And Jake thinks, oh, they giving us money, man. You know, they giving us money. Yeah, you could take the money, you know, pay your bills, do what you got to do, pay tights or whatever. But it's no such thing as a free lunch, man. You know, even people that was getting unemployment, if you didn't claim taxes on that shit, and you went to file your taxes, he took a chunk of your taxes, man. You know?
Well, hey, the scriptures say what? The borrower is servant to the lender.
Servant to the lender. That's right.
It's the elites that are lending you this money.
Oh, in the curses it says, he shall lend to thee, I think, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
All right, they're not giving you this money; they're lending you this money.
And at the same time, they're destroying the paper dollar, destroying it. Pumping it. That's why these other nations, you had certain nations blowing their noses with the American dollar, burning the American dollar, you know? But we all know that it's geared up towards one thing, the mark of the beast, the chip. That's what everything is geared up to.
In China and Russia, they working real hard at moving away from the US dollar. And then for China, they all going towards digital yen or yuan or however you say it. That they're going to make it to where in order for you to even have business with them, you have to have digital currency because they're not going to use paper money, period.
That's why Elder Apostle Tahar said, and I believe it too, that it's going to start over there. You know, because China is a lot farther in the technology, the digital. They farther than over here.
Yeah, they don't even use cash over there.
Yeah, those Moabites really don't use cash like that. Matter of fact, I think they said only really 10% of them still use cash, and it's billions of people over there.
And they don't have any religious strongholds there. They don't have Islam or the Bible's banned in China. So those people have no knowledge at all of the mark of the beast over in China. They have that great firewall.
And a lot of those Moabites are going to be the first ones to get the chip.
Yeah. And if you is a Muslim or a Christian, they might mess around and throw you in a re-education camp.
They got those. Their videos are out there.
Okay. Well,
he has said in his heart, Yahweh hath forgotten. He hideth his face. He will never see it.
Just speak on that real quick.
All right, it says he has said in his mind, his heart, Yahweh hath forgotten. He hideth his face. He will never see it. So Esau Edom believes that all his wicked deeds and all his... Wait for this to go by. Esau, Edom, the deceiver, the devil that the Bible speaks of, believes all his works is going unseen. All of his wickedness is going unseen. All of his murders, all of his deceit, all of his mischief is going unseen, and he thinks the Lord has forgotten about that. He has forgotten about his people, and that he won't be judged according to his works. But the script says every man should be rewarded according to his ways. All right, and every man reap what he sows. And Esau, Edom, has sowed a lot, and he sowed nothing but wickedness, deceit, and pain and suffering on the earth.
He got a bloody track record, man, and the prophets are here to call him out on it. But see, he's so wicked that if you call him out on his wickedness, he'll flip it back on you. It's hate speech, you know. Even though we're speaking the facts, the scriptures say the Lord spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. So us literally standing on the corners of America, not only America, but the various captivities where we were scattered, that's literally biblical prophecy, man. It's beautiful to be able to read it and then see it play out on the four corners of the earth. The Lord is raising up the tribes, man. That's how you know we at the end.
That's right.
He's raising up the tribes in their various captivities to prophesy the downfall of that place, man.
That's right.
Even if, like, the brothers over there in England, when they read Revelation, the 17th chapter, they saying what? America's gonna be destroyed. And they over there.
Yeah.
You know?
Australia.
Various parts of that, those different areas will be destroyed too, though. But the main destruction is gonna come on the land of the north. You know? So Babylon is catching it from all angles.
Yep, and this is the perfect precept. Psalms chapter 11, verse 5. The Lord trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence, his soul hateth.
Yeah, and that also proves that what the Lord hates. Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
And who got a bloody track record? Who was we just talking about that loves violence? Dishes out nothing but deceit, pain, and suffering, and murder, and death? That's Esau, Edom. He loveth violence. He gets off on watching people get tortured and watching people die and watching people suffer. He gets aroused.
Yeah.
Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone.
And that's going just like Sodom and Gomorrah when it rained fire and brimstone. It's going to do it again, but this way it's going to be by the way of what? A new technology, thermonuclear missiles. I just did a video last week. Iran got this underground joint. They call it Missile City.
Yep.
Missile City. And you know Iran is another enemy of Babylon, right? And they backed by who? Russia. So they got, and they said that's not the only site. Now we know Babylon the Great has you know, missiles and all of that too. But it's more exciting to see when these other nations got it.
Yeah.
Because it's in the Lord's heart to fulfill his will, which is to destroy America.
Yeah. And they all hate America too.
They all hate America.
It's in Joel the 3rd chapter. Let the weak say I am strong.
Yep.
And Iran has a lot of uranium and other components that can create nuclear artillery, and that's one of the main things why they be having these nuclear deals going on, because they don't want Iran to develop weapons. And in horrible tempest, this shall be the portion of their cup. A horrible tempest is coming towards Esau, Edom. All right, and the wicked. A horrible tempest, horrible death, horror, death by pain, grievous deaths. For the righteous Lord loveth righteousness. His countenance doth behold the upright. And the Lord loveth righteousness. All right, and it's and his countenance doth behold the upright. And who are the upright and who are the righteous? Those seeking the Heavenly Father and his Son. Those giving their greatest efforts to please him. And do what they got to do to obtain salvation and to obtain mercy and compassion.
Get that real quick, Baba Shah.
I got this in Obadiah, verse 3.
Read 3 and 4.
Huh.
And then if you could give me Joel, somebody.
Obadiah, verse 3.
Got something too? Oh, yeah, my bad.
The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee, O thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rocks.
Yeah, because the word Caucasian actually means cave dweller. So this is those are, you know, you got to put these pieces to the puzzle together, man.
Who's it at?
Salakia. And by the way, if you understand the scriptures, man, you should know that Esau Edom is the so-called white man. He can't be Japhet. He can't be Ham. He's Esau, man.
That's right. The natives called him the red man.
Yep. Go ahead.
One time.
That's spiritual.
Verse 3 again. The pride of thy heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose inhabitants is high, whose habitations is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
That's his spirit. But when you read, what is that? Isaiah 14, I believe it says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? That's
14
him.
and 12.
That's him being taken out of his power seat. All right, which did is weaken the nations. You know, so he's gonna be brought down.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
Yeah, that was his symbol. Really starting with the first civilization of the Edomites, which was the Greeks. I believe the symbol was the eagle. And then it went to the Romans. And now it goes all the way up to today, America. So that's his symbol in the earth. Go ahead.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars.
Space stations. Oh, and I just read something the other day that this devil dumps a lot of garbage into outer space, man. I mean, damn.
Did you see all them batteries they was littering out in outer space?
Yeah, man.
A whole bunch of batteries out there too.
That's why he's got to be knocked the fuck out of his chair, man. He got to be uppercut, because not only are you polluting the earth, you go into outer space and you pollute that. Now, if the Lord actually gave you access to the moon, you will pollute that too.
Hey, remember Trump gave permission to go and drill holes in the moon. You motherfuckers ain't even make it there yet, and you already talking about drilling in the shit.
That's why Yahweh Shemiah Shai made that Van Allen belt, man. So you can't get out there.
And hey, isn't it a scientific fact that the moon and etc. has a very important role with the Earth's gravitational pull and everything?
Well, it's real spiritual, Salakia, because the moon, the reason why the Lord didn't allow them to go, is not allowing them to go to the moon, is because the moon is actually used for what? The Sabbath.
It's a clock. Yeah.
So they can't tank that, man.
Hey, and if they would, if they could go up there, that they would try to destroy it.
Yep.
Yeah, they gonna try to fucking destroy the thing that tells times, the times of the seasons.
So that's why the Lord has it to where they can't touch that. Go ahead.
Verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord. If that's it. That was verse 4.
Okay, come. So yeah, he's getting ready to be taken down. Anybody got Joel? Go ahead.
I got a couple. I got some too.
3. We think it's 3 and 8, 3 and 9.
It's the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim you this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near.
Yep.
Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears.
Yeah, because we was just talking about what? Iran with the underground nuclear cities. All right, that's all these nations beating their plowshares and the pruning hooks. Beating they what did it say? Beating your what into spears?
Beat your plowshares into swords.
Into swords.
And your pruning hooks into spears.
And your pruning hooks into spears, meaning what? Prepare for war. And that's the last thing these Edomites in America want to hear about, is going to war, because they faking it right now.
And it is gonna happen, man. I mean, we've been doing videos for years. And what are the 3 nations that always get brought up? Russia, China, and Iran.
Yep.
Russia, China, and Iran. Over and over again, man.
Hey, when
Like the top 3 names they mentioned.
All the time.
Russia, China, Iran. Russia, China, Iran.
When
You know North Korea gonna be in the mix of that.
Yeah. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves. Come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh.
And that's the angels. Hey, the angels are gonna be doing a lot of. The angels are gonna be in World War III, fighting. Well, not fighting, slaughtering, shall I say?
Right.
Yo,
Ain't gonna be no fight.
The angels finna be in the midst of all of this long before those missiles hit. In the time of Jacob's trouble, those angels gonna be around. In the time of the mass death and pain and suffering, them angels is gonna be around.
That the Lord has death angels, war angels. Go ahead.
In the time of those apparitions.
Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Yeah, we gotta break that down. That means Yahweh Shabbat in the Hebrew. Means the Lord's judgment. Yep, go ahead.
For there I will sit to judge all the heathen round about.
Yeah, so the Lord, has a specific place where He's gonna gather all the nations, and that's basically like the battleground, so to speak. All right, that's where the Lord is gonna set it up, because the angels are gonna be working on the kings of the earth, working on their minds, making them do certain strategic moves, you know, and the Lord is gonna set up this great fight. Go ahead.
No, if I could add, they are pretty much already in that area today. Parachute drills, military drills. They got the ships. They got over there in the Persian Gulf area in the Middle East. That's the Valley of Jehoshaphat area. They got Israel, the U.S., Russia, China, Iran, India, along with other nations over there in that area.
Put you in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come down, come get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great.
Yeah, it says it's ripe, right? So it's ready. The sickle is full, the press is full, their fats overflow, their wickedness is great. Go ahead.
Multitudes in the valley of decisions, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision.
Yeah, so there's no denying that World War III is going to take place. You know, see, you'll hear the rumor year by year, like it says in Jeremiah. There'll be a rumor, and then you might not hear nothing. But pretty soon, well, now actually, it's just things are gonna go full force. You know, but like I said, people in this society are pretending. Everything is not okay. But Esau will, you know, everything's dandy.
Right.
Nah, man, nah. The Lord is getting ready to stir it up.
I mean, these people look like a fucking... I mean, look at that, Jake. He's fucking walking around looking like a freak with his whole face covered, man.
They're completely lost, man. Go ahead. Was it more?
The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining, and Yahweh Bashem Yahushai also shall roar out of Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and earth shall shake.
Yeah, because like we was going into earlier, right now is a grace period where you have the men of the Lord out here teaching the truth, letting you know what's about to happen. So it's a grace period, but once the Lord takes his men off the streets, that wisdom and knowledge that was once available is not going to be available. You're gonna have what you have. That's why it says wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, because the Lord gave us this gift. You know, and Jake, right, basically it's a pot of gold on the street and Jake walked past it. This is life or death, man. This is really literally life or death situation. So when you walk past the camp, really that's the Lord blinding you first and foremost. So we got to take that and we got to accept that. But if you inquire and you walk off and you basically, you know, you don't take heed, then you marked yourself. Go ahead.
But Yahweh Bashem Yahushai will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel.
See, the Lord is the hope of his people. That's the only thing that we hoping in is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We know that the time, what we gonna do without the Lord, being honest? What would you do? You can't save yourself. Your money can't save you if you got money. Your weapons can't save you. The scriptures clearly say that I will not trust in my bow. Right? You got all these Edomites, what are they doing? Stocking up on ammunition, right? For nothing. Because you know why though? Because that was his blessing.
Yeah.
So he believes in that.
Yeah. Yeah, the scripture's saying, by thy sword, this is in Genesis, this 27th chapter, by thy sword thou shalt live.
He believes in that. And that's spiritual though. He actually believes that can save him. When all it takes is some spiritual power from one of the men of the Lord to knock you out, or for a chariot to just take you out, man. Or for the Most High to just give you a damn heart attack.
That's it.
And here you got you've been prepping for 20 years, and the Lord just give you a heart attack. You just drop.
Your ass to
Well, hey, the Lord might have a lot of these gun-toting Edomites stocking up on ammo to kill off the 2/3 when the time comes, man.
Yep, that too.
And to fight against the government and to kill each other, man.
Civil war.
Yep,
Right?
civil war. Right,
Civil
right.
war.
One man shall fight against another.
And we're gonna see that as well. And hey, a lot of these Edomites was getting mad with the COVID shit when they couldn't come outside. They was getting pissed off,
ready.
man. They started rebelling against their own government. You know.
They was just doing that yesterday. In other places.
Because these people still believe that they have constitutional rights when they really don't. The Constitution to the elites is toilet paper. I don't give a fuck about that shit, man.
Matter of fact, that spiritual, they said this. I believe it was yesterday in New York City. It was last night or yesterday. The people was fighting each other. It was people that was protesting against the lockdowns, and there was people that was protesting for the lockdowns. And I was just reading that. I was just reading that today.
In Texas, when they lifted the mask ban in Texas and Mississippi, Jake was getting mad. They was like, "Whoa, what the fuck? What y'all doing?"
Because he's bought in.
They want to wear the shit.
They're bought
That shows you, like, bro, you simple.
And these chairmans got these people minds in a world.
Esau said, "Yep, you ain't gotta wear the mask in Texas." Niggas, oh what? Come on, man, go put that shit on. Trying to get me sick. Yeah. It only took a year for you to be conditioned to fucking wear that shit, man.
Right. Wow.
1 year.
Hey,
Your mind gone.
Can't none of us lie. We feel good if they got rid of that in New York.
Man, I wouldn't wear that shit nowhere, man. The Lord gave you an immune system, and if you get sick, the Lord got you. You know, when we get plagued, that's the Lord. Everything is the Lord.
Yeah.
You got a bad flu, hey, the Lord plagued you for a week or two, man.
Draw closer to the Lord.
You know, take the herbs, pray, and then He'll heal you.
And you never know. The fact that you got sick could possibly be something strengthening your immune system.
Yeah.
That could be something building you up and prepping you for what's to really happen.
Yeah, you develop antibodies, man.
Yep. And that's why the Lord, that's why the Lord gave us an immune system. Go ahead.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 52, verse 1. Why boastest thou self in mischief, O mighty man? The goodness of Yahweh endureth continually. Thy tongue devises mischief like sharp razors, and worketh deceitfully. Thou lovest evil more than good.
Yeah. Thou lovest evil more than good. Go ahead.
And lying rather than speaking righteousness.
Yep.
Thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall likewise destroy thee forever.
Yeah, that's why the scriptures also say men love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil. You know, think about how quickly the minds of the people have been. It's literally been a year, right?
Yeah, you seen that video when the nigga was like a transsexual woman is like a transsexual woman.
It's a woman.
Transsexual, that's a woman. Y'all keep, if you say it's a boy, you transphobic. Shit like that. Like, that's crazy.
That's dark.
If you look
That's dark and
he
evil.
said if he looked like a woman and he got the female body parts, that's a woman.
No matter if it was born a man, right? So a person like that would be a part of the problem. If you ask somebody about Jake, if you ask a Jake, what do you think about homosexuality? And they say, well, as long as they don't mess with me, I'm good. You a part of the problem.
Yeah,
the Lord
but
gonna smoke you.
Like 20, 30 years ago, it was none of that. Like, everybody had like the right
mindset.
Right judgment on that.
And I believe that once upon a time, that was considered something was wrong with you, which it is.
Yeah. Hey, the scriptures, say something wrong with you if you got that mindset.
That's a gray area.
Yeah, that's vile affection and working that which is unseemly.
If you say as long as they don't bother me, I'm good, that's a gray area. That means you on the fence. You supposed to say that shit ain't right, man. I don't want my kids to look at that growing up. And that's Salaki, brother, Salaki. That's an abomination to the Most High. You can't procreate off of that. What comes out of that? Disease, fucking confusion,
And ultimately death.
and ultimately death, because that's a sin unto death. That's why the Lord gonna smoke all these rainbow niggas, man. Lil Pump, this nigga Lil Pump got his fucking nails this long and his feet painted. Remember I sent that shit?
Wow.
Following after the nigga Lil Yachty, man. That shit is all wicked, man. I went to a restaurant. I told y'all I went to a restaurant, and the Jake that handed me my food, nigga had long ass acrylic nails, man. Shit make you not even want to eat the food. Go ahead, bro.
It said, and Yahweh shall likewise destroy thee forever, and he shall take thee away and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place, and root thee out of the land of the living. And the righteous shall see and fear, they shall laugh at him.
See, the righteous shall see and fear. The fear of the Lord is the fountain of life. So we gonna literally see they fall. Go ahead. Well, we seeing it now, but we gonna see the harder fall, the Biden fall.
It say,
That
lo,
nigga would have fell down the steps, bro. I was. Go ahead. You right?
Oh,
about
hey,
that.
man. I think,
If he would have fell backwards down them steps, oh man.
remember when Trump was juggling that glass of water down the little alleyway there, and they it reminded me of that.
That man got fucking dementia and all of that, man.
say, lo, this is the man that made not Yahweh his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches, and strengthened himself in wickedness.
Yeah, that's because he was made the vessel for dishonor. He trusts in. Oh, what do they tell you? Trust the science. Just trust the science. Don't trust in the Lord.
Yeah, you see that the black bitch talking about something. I'm not asking what's in the infusion. What's in the infusion? I'm just sticking my arm out and I'm taking the infusion.
That was the most illogical, retarded response.
Yeah, see, that's trusting the science though.
Yeah. Because if you get the jab, they're not giving you here's the ingredients. Because if they was to give you the ingredients, you fucking run up out of there.
Hey,
man.
but the ingredients is all on the internet.
Yeah, that's true too.
Because it's really some aborted baby talking about from the 60s in the shit, and they'll tell you that.
Yeah, we know that they put in aborted fetuses, and there was rumors that they wanted to put the shark liver and the crab blood. Come on, man.
Why would you even try that to heal somebody?
Man, you better get you some colloidal silver.
Yeah, that's all things. How the hell do you come up with
some
that?
mad scientist shit.
Man, that's when Ecclesiasticus 38:4 kicks in. The Lord have created the medicines out of the earth. He that is wise will not abhor them.
Right.
You know, when we get sick or plagued, we don't go to Rite Aid.
Yeah.
We don't go to hit this pharmacy. Nah, man, we take the herbs that we've been in this truth year after year. You start learning about certain herbs. You might buy some. You might have some in your cabinet.
Oh, hey,
and you take those.
That could be a test from the Most High to see whether you're gonna trust in the herbs and pray to Him, or whether you're gonna go to the pharmakia.
Hey, I forgot who it was in the scriptures, but it said, I'm trying to think, was it the king? It said that the king trusted in the
herbs?
Nah, he trusted in like a man to try to heal him, and then the Most High killed him. I'm trying to think who it was. It was like the physicians. He trusted in the physicians. But
because those doctors, man, they don't have your best interests. A lot of these people that was going to the hospitals when this thing first kicked off, they was dying. First thing Esau did was put you on a ventilator. That's bad for you right there. That messes up your breathing. And then they say, oh, he passed from COVID. Meanwhile, they murked your ass.
Yeah, because these doctors don't want to heal you. They'll treat you, but they don't want to ultimately heal you from whatever whatever sickness you have.
It's the book of
Job 13,
Psalms
4.
chapter 52, verse 8. It say, but I am like a green olive tree in the house of the Most High. I trust in the mercy of Yahweh forever and ever.
I will trust in the mercy of the Most High forever and ever. Go ahead.
I will praise thee forever because you have done it.
Even I was gonna say, even in the book of John, Yahweh Shai said that out of his own mouth. He said, "Without me, ye can do nothing." It says, "I am the vine, ye are the branches. For without me, ye can do nothing." So the Lord basically letting us know he's Yahweh Shai. He can do that. Without me, you ain't nothing. You can't do nothing, man. And that's how we feel. Cause I be really thinking about that. Like, yo, if I didn't know this truth, like, what the fuck would you really be doing out here?
I would have destroyed myself.
Man,
Yeah, same thing.
you'd be spiritually mangled, man, without knowing this truth, man. That's why you gotta really hold on. This is precious.
Right.
Go ahead.
Say, and I will wait on thy name, for it is good before thy saints.
Yep, the name of the Lord. Oh, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe.
I got a precept too. This is Job chapter 13, verse 4. But ye are foreigners of lies. Forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value.
Yeah, physicians of no value. People will say you need to go to the doctor a couple times a year to get a checkup. And then this nigga will get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to press on you, hear your heart, tell you to bend over and touch your toes. Oh, you're good. Go home.
Hey, how many times you heard somebody say they went to the emergency room and said, "Man, I was better off fucking staying at home."
Right,
They ain't do nothing.
Oh man, I had a bunch of people tell me over the past few years, since I'm over 35 now, I gotta get a fucking prostate exam.
Man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and that's another
Yeah,
thing, man.
right.
That shit is fucking Esau going up your, you know what,
Yeah, forget that.
with a glove on. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Violating you?
Violating you to the 10th degree, man.
Hell no.
And they say, well, you know, us black folks, we liable to get colon cancer,
Prostate cancer.
quicker than. Come on, man.
If I get prostate cancer, I'll get the prostate
Yeah,
cancer.
you gotta have a decent diet. A lot of that's from a bad diet.
All you gotta do is eat good. Eat according to the dietary law.
Because they say that prostate is all connected to your bowel movement and your intestines and shit and all of that area down there. So
That's
you gotta
why-
take care of yourself.
Yeah, us being in this truth, man, we have some type of, you would notice, be like, I can't eat like shit for a whole week. Let me chill out, because you conscious of what you eat can, affect you. You might be eating a little too, like, I gotta chill out. I'm eating too much garbage right now. Let me chill out for a couple days. Let me not drink just water. Let me just drink water,
I got something real quick.
Go ahead.
This is the book of 2 Chronicles, what I was talking about. This is the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 16, verse 9. It say, for the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth to show himself strong in the behalf of those whose mind is perfect toward him. Herein thou hast done foolishly, therefore from henceforth thou shalt have wars. It said, then Asa was wroth with the seer and put him in the prison house, for he was enraged with him because of this thing. And Asa oppressed some of the people that same time. And behold, the acts of Asa, first and last, lo, they were written in the book of the kings of Judah and Israel. And Asa was in the 39th year of his reign, was diseased in his feet, until the disease was exceedingly great. Yet in his disease,
He probably couldn't walk. Go ahead.
it said, yet in his disease he sought not to the Lord, but to the physicians.
And the Lord set up the physician. So really, you're supposed to trust in the Lord. You're supposed to inquire of the Lord to put the spirit on a physician to help you. You don't just go, It's like when you take the herbs, you don't trust in the herbs, you trust in the Lord to make the herbs work on your body. You know?
The scriptures say that the Lord giveth the increase.
Yeah.
You know, the flesh profiteth nothing, but the spirit quickeneth.
So he like I said, he probably couldn't, man, he probably had some fat feet, probably, you know, who knows, man, he could have had boils on his feet. He had, it says he had a foot disease, feet disease, man. Imagine that. There was more? Or that was it?
No, that was it. That was
Yeah, so
that point.
yeah,
I knew I seen it. I didn't know where I seen it at.
he trusted in the physician rather than trusting in the Lord.
That's
You know,
that's a good example.
even like if one of us get plagued or we get sick and we know a brother that know, you know, because we basically, it's physicians in this truth. You would pray to the Lord that brother can help you out.
That's what happened with me. And then, like, I didn't know what he was getting. I didn't know what was in the infusion.
Right. You knew it was righteous infusion though.
Right.
It wasn't nothing that was gonna harm you. When you go to Esau, you be like, I don't know what the fuck this is.
Yeah.
You get something from a brother, you know he did his research. You know the brother probably prayed to the Lord to help him understand what he's doing. There's righteousness behind it.
Oh man, within 60 seconds after I sent that out, that brother was like, I got it.
Yeah.
What's
And
his number? What's his address? I'm like, whoa, man.
The head brother from the Mississippi camp.
He knew right away. Instant diagnosis.
Yeah. So there's actually physicians in this truth. The Lord blessed them with that knowledge, with the herbs.
Mm-hmm.
So that's beautiful, man. That's why the knowledge of the Lord is everlasting, man. It's like,
Get knowledge in all areas.
certain brothers, the brother Gabar War from the Solemn Assembly camp, when he came in the truth, he didn't know how to make beads and stones and all that. He didn't know how to do that stuff. Now look at brothers, man. I mean, that's a gift from the Lord.
Now he making oil
He had no clue about none of that stuff, you know. But the Lord put the Spirit on him and gave him a gift, spiritual gifts.
I was reading the book of Tobit last night, and Tobit went blind, and the angel Michael, you know, he healed him. You know, he actually gave his sight back. You know,
Powerful.
This is the book of James, chapter 5, verse 13. It says, is there any among you afflicted?
Mm-hmm.
Let him pray. Is there any merry? Let him sing songs. Is any sick among you? Let him call for the elders of the church. And let them pray over him, anointing him with oil in the name of the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai.
And that happened to me last year. I was going through a heavy time where Satan was after my mind, and I was feeling all types of, man, I was being attacked basically, man. And I inquired of certain brothers, and they anointed me, they healed me, and I felt better.
it really worked too.
And it worked.
Yeah.
You know, go ahead.
It said the prayer of faith shall save the sick. And Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai shall raise him up.
The prayer of faith shall save the sick. So really, what does it all go back to? Faith.
Because every time when Yahushai healed people, he always said to them, thy faith has made me whole.
Yep.
Every time.
Yep. So that proves that what? Faith can save you.
Hey, even what was that king? Remember the what was that girl that got killed by the? It was the king Ahab. And when Ahab, it said that Ahab was an enemy of the Lord, and the Lord sent the prophet to tell him he's going to kill him. And then it said right before he repented, it said that he was the enemy of the Lord, but he repented and he was sincere because the Lord can tell if he's sincere, and he accepted his repentance.
Yep.
prolong his life.
I mean, just a little while, a couple of chapters.
It was like 15 years or something like
No,
that.
that was the other dude. I forgot who that
Turned
was.
to the wall and was crying. And
No,
everything.
that's different. That's a different
Go ahead,
dude.
go ahead.
Hey, I wanted to correct myself. It wasn't Michael the angel. It was Raphael.
Con. Beautiful. And I was gonna say, faith without works is what? Dead. You know? But ultimately you gotta have that faith, man. And like the brother said, the Lord knows if you're sincere. Go ahead.
It say, and the prayer of the faith shall save the sick, and the Lord shall raise him up, and if he have committed sins, they shall be forgiven. confess. Oh,
I was gonna say the Lord has the power to blot out your sins. That's what He's gonna do for the elect. He's gonna blot out our sins, man. Lord willing, we're of that number. And by the way, you gotta have the spirit like you a man of the Lord, man. Don't doubt. You gotta have the spirit. Yeah, Lord, man, Lord willing, I'm of the hopeful elect.
Well, hey,
don't be down and I don't know if I'm of the elect. Nah, man. Speak it into fruition, Lord willing, man.
What is it? James, the first chapter, where it says, pray with faith, non-wavering.
Yeah, not
Roughly
wavering.
paraphrasing.
Don't have the doubt demon on you, man. Now, of course, we don't know if we're of that number, but when we come out here and confess Yahweh Shai in the world, we're basically saying that we're His men.
And in 2nd Esdras, the 16th chapter, it say, "Let not your sins weigh you down."
Right.
So that means you gonna have sins on you.
Yeah.
But it say you ain't supposed to let that weigh you down.
You're supposed to have that spirit like I'm one of Yahweh Shai's men. Because you doing what the Lord told us to do, and we all know the Lord gonna keep His end of the stick.
Yeah.
He's a man that he should not lie. So Salaki, brother, it really all boils down to you keeping your end of the bargain.
Mm-hmm. Hey, and another thing that's encouraging, you got to take consideration on how much people that the Lord is going to deliver. He's going to deliver more than 144,000, you know. But even dealing with the 144,000, you don't see too many people pushing this truth,
right?
You know. So when you out here coming in the correct doctrine, that should be a ultimate faith booster in itself.
Showing you got a chance, a real legit chance of being of the elect. And the scriptures tell you to be ye confident. Have confidence. Not proud, but confident.
It's verse 16 to say, "Confess your faults one to another and pray for one another that ye may be healed. The effectual prayer, fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much."
Yeah, fervent prayer. Because prayer is basically you, asking the Lord to forgive you, or you praying for more understanding. You praying for righteousness. You praying that the Lord delivers you. You pray that the Lord delivers righteous brothers.
And people in this society don't like they say, "Oh, I'm gonna pray for you," but they don't really believe that it's gonna work. They don't believe that.
Oh, somebody like the scriptures say, don't be like the hypocrites praying on the corners of the streets. When you pray, it's supposed to be like something private. It's because a pastor, "Oh, brother, let's pray," in front of everybody. Yahweh Shai, he said that. He said, don't be like that.
And praying in the name of Jesus does not work.
Hey, and really, that should be your first thing in your pursuit of faith. Is prayer. Because the scriptures say that the Lord giveth faith freely.
Let me finish this verse. Say, Elijah was a man subject to like passions as are we, and he prayed earnestly that it might not rain, and it rained not on the earth by the space of 3 years and 6 months.
That's power, man.
And that really happened.
That's
prayer.
That's power right there.
Hey, even was that Elisha, his servant, when he had his servant, he said, "Lord, I pray that you open his eyes so you can see." And he said, "It's more with us than it is with them."
Yeah.
He prayed.
Yeah.
That was a prayer.
Yep. Hey, and we got to believe that too, man, because even though you can't see I can't even say that because brothers see chariots all the time. But even though right now when we look into the sky, we really can't see the chariots, but they're around. They're around, man, and they make themselves known when they want to.
Yeah. There's angels all around too.
You could pray in the time of trouble, and the angel might come help you because it tell you in 1 Corinthians or 2 Corinthians, the 6th chapter, that the saints of the Most High shall judge the angels. So they working for
and
us.
Another thing is, because you might have brothers will see the chariots after they wrap up camp or whatever, if they're rewatching the video. That should let you know that you have a power with you. That's the Lord basically letting us know, yo, we got y'all. That's the angels. We got y'all, man. When the Lord gives us the go, we got y'all.
Yeah, and don't no other camps be having chariots in their videos.
No, not really. No,
not at all. I haven't seen any. Not even in Sakari.
Yo, they don't even really speak to the chariots like that, to be honest.
And Sakari, y'all going off, man. That was one video I saw a brother do. Them niggas had guns, man.
Whoa.
They had guns out there.
Oh, you're gonna have to send me that.
You know, brother from the Men of Valor camp did it. It was an Edomite, a drunk Edomite, and the drunk Edomite, I think he touched one of the brothers.
Oh.
The brother pushed him, and the one dude was like, "You want to die?" The one
Oh, I
dude in
seen
the camp
that.
was like, "You want to die today?" And he reached for his hip.
I seen a screen cap of it, but I didn't see the video.
You know,
That can be used as ammo for the
for Esau.
That's folly right
That's
there.
all they need.
Extremists.
What the fuck are y'all doing? And you know he was wearing that shirt, Al-Azhar, Jesus Christ is a black identity, black extreme, some shit.
Oh yeah, Vocab spoke about that,
Yeah,
didn't he?
yeah, Vocab,
Yep,
yeah.
Vocab.
Giving Esau fuel for the fire, man. Even though it's not gonna work, you know, but still, man.
Still, you know this
Agent
motherfucker
Riser.
is the devil.
Do you really trust in Yahushua if you got weapons on you while you teaching? Go ahead, bro.
This is Hebrews chapter 4, verse 16. Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need.
In time of need. Let's say, read that again. Let us come boldly. What?
Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need.
And basically, we're in the time of what? Grace and mercy. The Lord is having mercy upon us right now by allowing us to come out here and teach this word and giving us the understanding. That's having mercy upon us.
And that's showing boldness too, being bold as a lion.
Yep. It says that the righteous are as bold as a lion. We're standing in this man's society on the front lines cursing him out, and the Lord is preserving us.
Surrounded by wickedness.
If it was LeBron, Nick Cannon, and three other Jakes out here, the police would roll up quick and wrap them boys up. Or they would be persecuted worldwide. You know, they can't say what we say, man. That's why when Nick Cannon, when that happened with Nick Cannon, they shut his ass up.
Yeah, and you see he had to renege, and now he got his show back.
Yeah, they couldn't just. But see, that's why the Lord gave us examples in like the past time, like Moses. He sent Moses. Moses had killed an Egyptian and left for 40 years, but he sent Moses right straight to Pharaoh,
Straight to his face.
and kept coming back like, "Oh, Lord gonna do it." And he wasn't even. It was nothing. They
ain't judging.
now they did start making the Israelites work harder and being harder on the people, but they couldn't do nothing to the servant.
Couldn't do nothing to
to
Moses.
him and Aaron.
That's deep. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was going straight to the king, like, yo, let my people go.
Even with Daniel, when Daniel got thrown into the lion's den, then after that, shit, get that. I think it's Daniel 7 at the end or Daniel 6.
And the Lord even told Moses before he went up to Pharaoh each time that he would harden his heart. You know, so it took faith on Moses' part to believe that the Lord would harden the heart of Pharaoh.
Right.
Daniel and the lion's den.
Go to the last couple verses. How who was it? Go ahead.
Daniel chapter 6, verse 26. I make a decree that in every dominion of my kingdom.
Oh, go start at 25.
Daniel 6 and 25. Then King Darius wrote unto all people, nations, and languages that dwell in all the earth, peace be multiplied unto you. I make a decree that in every dominion of my kingdom, men tremble and fear before the Most High, before the God of Daniel.
See, so he had to be like scared of Daniel, like, oh shit, after you
He made his people.
Yeah, and then you like, yo, even you gotta think, even he was like, damn, because if I fuck with him,
I'm gonna get fucked up.
yeah. Go ahead.
I make a decree that in every dominion of my kingdom, men tremble before the God of Daniel.
And that's gonna happen with us in these last days. The Most High gonna do stuff to save us, and they gonna fear like, damn, like,
They're going to know it's a power involved.
yeah, they like, I
It
want to
says-
kill him.
It says, for he is the living God and steadfast forever, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed, and his dominion shall be unto the end. He delivereth and rescueth, and he worketh signs and wonders in heaven and in earth, who have delivered Daniel from the power of the lions. So this Daniel prospered in the reign of Darius and in the reign of Cyrus the Persian, because Daniel was he was up there in rank. He was like right under the king, you know. So he was up there in rank.
Hey, also, you know, because laying back to what the brother said, on a higher level, when you go into the book of Judith, the 5th chapter, it speaks about how the king was trying to. Let me just read it.
Yeah, if you got it, read the scripture.
This is the book of Judith, chapter 5. Matter of fact, this is the book of Judith, chapter 5, verse 11. Therefore, the king of Egypt, you know what? I'm going to start at verse 17.
And that proves that the Lord rules in the kingdom of men, by the way. Because the Lord had the spirit on that king to he made his people worship the Most High. Okay. You know, he said the God of Daniel is the true living power. Because he saw that mirror, he saw the works of the Lord. Yeah. So the Lord can make a king, a heathen king, know that he's the living power in the earth. Just go to the point if you got it.
This is the book of Judith, chapter 5, verse 17. And whistle they sin not before their power, they prospered because the power that hateth iniquity was with them. Okay, so that was the point. The reason why we prosper, and it's because we're in good terms with our power. How much more the prophets. Continuing on. Hey, the brother want to expound upon it. But when they depart from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captive into the land that was not theirs.
Yeah, and Esau knows that. He knows that when you're not in tune with your power, ultimately you're weak. That's why he fears us coming back to the Lord. Because when you're not in tune to your power, you're destroyed basically. You learning after the way of the heathen, which the majority of our people do. They learning after the way of the heathen because they're not in tune with Yahweh Shemi Shai.
And the temple of their power was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies. Okay.
Yep. Anybody got any closing precepts?
Yeah, I got one.
Go ahead.
It's Sirach chapter 18 verse 1. He that lives forever have created all things in general. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai only is righteous, and there is none but he. Who governs the world with the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will.
All things obey his will. So whatever happens in the earth, that's all of the Most High, good or evil. Like it says in Isaiah the 45th chapter.
But everything is created for his purpose.
Yeah, they try to have you think in the Christian church that Satan and 1/3 of the angels split. You know what I'm saying?
And they want you to think that Satan and the Most High is the main event.
Yeah, they battle and it's gonna be a
who will win
12-round fight.
Yeah.
Who will be the master of the universe?
Like I don't know, Satan got 1/3 of the angels. I don't know.
That's just the Most High, little pit bull, man.
Yeah.
Go handle that for me. He go do it.
Mm-hmm.
And they say the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord.
They say, for he is king of all, by his power dividing holy things among them from profane.
Yeah, because ultimately righteousness is going to reign, man. The light, righteousness, good tidings, those things are going to reign in the earth at the end of the day, man. Not wickedness, because the Most High is in control. So ultimately righteousness is going to flourish.
Yeah.
All right?
He's the father of spirits, man.
Right.
He's the father of Satan's spirit, too.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep. Like they'll tell you he got kicked out of heaven because he was being bad.
Yeah.
When he got down here, he started running shit.
Hey,
He's
in the book
grounded.
of Job, why when they came to present themselves before the Lord, and the Lord said, "Winds coming down,"
Yeah.
why you ain't say, "Mind your business"?
Right. Why you worried about it?
Yeah.
He answered the Lord.
Yeah.
Man, I came from.
Don't
doing
worry
my
about
job.
it, pops.
Right. I was just running to and fro in the earth, you know. And he had to come present himself too, because he's one of the sons of the Most High on the left hand side.
Right.
He when he came too,
Yeah,
the
like
Lord
he
said,
just-
"The Lord said, where you been?
Crashed the tires and
Yeah.
shit.
Where you been, man? I came from running to and fro in the earth, man. Shit, doing what you tell me to do, basically. You got something? Closing?
Yeah, this is Psalm chapter 17, verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
And that proves that the Lord has the wicked as his whipping stick. The spiritual demon Satan and the physical counterpart of Satan, which is Esau, man. So the Lord is running the right and the left. All right. So Lord willing, you brothers will edify. All right, we're gonna close it out. We're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory
To
Yahweh.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings and salutations to the elect. All right, Lord willing, we see you brothers next week. Shalom.